is 10 hacks to improve your videos. Roll the clips! Hack number 1, make a camera slider out of Legos. You can move this thing around, you can mount a camera on top, and you can get some awesome steady camera shots.
Hack number 2, take a normal clamp that you can get at any old hardware store and put a 1/4 screw thread into the hole. There is none, screw it yourself, and hook it onto anywhere. Screw a camera on, and it can work as a tripod for any place where a normal tripod wouldn't be able to go.
Next up, you can take any normal monitor and put it to use with this hack. All you're going to need is a camera and some old monitors that you probably have lying around in your house, as well as a VGA to mini HDMI adapter. Plug that adapter into your camera and plug the other end into this thing, and you can get some nice crispy HD footage shown right here on this monitor, which is perfect for checking focus, etc, etc, and you just get a giant screen for your content, as well as just the fact that you're finally putting these monitors that have probably been sitting in your closet to use.
So this is a 3-point lighting setup. So you've obviously got 3 lights. This one here is the key light, the hair light, fill light. The key light fills up about 75% of your face. The fill light fills in all the shadows. And the hair light is there to light up the table and puts kind of a little ring around you to make you stand out from the background.
Next up, we've got an overhead rig. I built this thing out of a rack as well as a PVC pipe inside of it for some extra stability. And this rack basically used to hold up a backdrop for my old videos, but when I got this new wall, we repainted it and I took down the backdrop and repurposed it for this. And again, I drilled a 1/4 inch screw in so that you could put a camera on it, and now I can get those awesome overhead shots of whatever it is you're talking about. So anytime you see me sitting in this chair and talking to you guys and you see these nice overhead shots, that is done with this rig.
This right here is a translucent frisbee that you can literally get for free. Basically what you can do with it is use it to refract light onto a subject's face from a stationary light. Next up, we have a hack to improve your audio. This right here is a mic stand. What you can do with this is you can easily put a microphone on it, obviously, and when the microphone is mounted on this mic stand, you can push it a lot closer to your face than when it's on the camera like it is right now. And you can do this without getting the mic in the shot.
Next up, we've got a hack that I've actually been using this entire video so far, and I'm actually doing it right now. And that is lighting your videos with these can lights. That is these lights right up here. I've only got one of them and I've been using it this whole video, and I especially like to use it in my studio renovations videos. I've made a whole video on these things and I can't praise them enough. They're really, really awesome, and you can easily, point them at yourself or point them at something else, and you can light up your subject perfectly. This is definitely one of my #1 hacks that I use literally every day.
So next up, we have this spotlight that is kind of like an RGB. You can shine it over objects, make it colorful for thumbnails, and you can even use it for clickbait.
Alright, and now for our final hack. This one is one that I am definitely proud of, and one that I am really excited to say I plan to use this year a lot more in 2018. And this is how in the future I plan to be getting cinematic footage in these vlogs with this guy. In case you couldn't tell, this is my DJI Mavic, and no, I do not mean I'm going to be flying it. I've always wanted to get a gimbal so that I can be, kind of walking around with my DSLR and be getting really nice kind of cinematic shots that are all stabilized. But what I realized is that this thing actually has a gimbal built into it. So without even flying this thing, you can still get really nice cinematic shots just by holding it. Let me show you. Keep it folded up like this. I've got it turned on. Like, look, I can just move this around as much as I want, and even if I'm totally shaking it, the camera stays totally level. Seriously, that is an insane tip. But despite all of its amazing capabilities, the one thing that I know for a fact this drone does best is take those awesome aerial shots.